and the rest are all 5/16. Damn, Tony, you must be popular. Hey everybody, this is Jeremiah at Reed Racing. We are back for another video. In the last video, you saw us put pistons, bearings, and crank in the motor. In this video, you're going to see us put the oil filter adapter on, and then we're going to put the oil pump on, and then after that, we're going to put the cam in, and I'm going to show you guys how to make sure the cam's in time, so that way you're not bending valves, because if you get the cam off, a couple teeth, 1-2 teeth, that's all it really takes. And you can start bending stuff pretty easily, and then your motor is going to be junk. We're also going to drop the lifters back in before the end of the video, so we'll leave off there, and then in the next video we'll put the heads on. We're going to clay the motor, which basically measures our clearances for valves and stuff. So we're going to do that in the next video, and then we'll have the heads on and probably put the intake on in the next video, and then go from there. So if you guys like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you learn anything, you want to follow along, we should be racing here pretty shortly. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Click the bell if you want notifications as to when I post. Otherwise, I usually post on Facebook and Instagram and stuff when I post. So with that being said, let's get started. So when you guys are putting your timing chains on, you should have a dot here and here, and you want to line those up. And then that's with the pin on the original, the center. You also have these A and A here, that's for advance. That's if you're advancing your cam based on the original. Or you have an R here and an R here, or yeah, there. So if you put it in the center slot, then you need to line up the dots. If you put it in this key in the A, then you have to line it up with the A. If you put the key in the R, you have to line it up with the R. Otherwise, you just line up the dots. That'll center, or basically put your cam in time with your crank. Otherwise, you'll bend valves. So we're getting ready to put the timing cover on. We got these 3 bolts put in, 20 foot-pounds with some thread locker on there. And then we got the new seal in the front of the timing cover and the seal here. When we put this on, we also have to make sure to put the timing tab on the right spot. Now we got the timing cover on and all bolted down. The torque spec on that is in inch-pounds. I only have a torque wrench that goes to foot-pounds, so I just kind of snug them up hand tight, or not hand tight, but snug them up with a 3/8 wrench and call it good. Now we're going to put the oil pan on, so we're going to use our Fel-Pro gaskets for that. So we don't have this plug in here, so we're going to fill that up, make sure that the oil doesn't come out that hole there. torque spec on these is 80 inch-pounds, but I still don't have an inch torque stick, so we're going with the tried and true snug with a 3/8 ratchet. If you guys notice, I'm not using the full handle because I don't want to get them super tight. Just snugging them up basically with that. And also the 4 corner bolts are a bigger size than the rest of them. The head on them is. The ends are a 3/8 and the rest are all 5/16. Damn, Tony, you must be popular. So we're gonna have Ryan put the lifters in. And how I had this set up, if you guys watched the video where I took it apart, we have numbers 1, 3, 5, 7 on one side, 2, 4, 6, 8. This basically corresponds with the motor. Then we have intake and exhaust. So we're making sure these are going back to the same point they were before. So he's gonna take one intake and put it in the intake port. And how we know which side's the intake is the intake has a bigger dish on the piston. So this is exhaust, this is intake. So he's gonna take the one intake lifter and he's going to put it in the second hole here that corresponds with the intake lifter for number 1. And you're going to put the flat side down. We're going to put a little oil on it first. Okay, just drop it in the hole. We got some oil on the sides already, so it should just slide right in. Yep. And then he's going to take one exhaust and put it in the other hole.
This one, right?
Yep.
Get some oil.
Yep. You can put a little oil on the bottom. Don't take much. Should just slide down in there as long as you got it lined up right. And we're going to do that for all of these lifters and put them in the cam. So the next is going to be 3 intake, because the intake side should be bigger. Put a little lube on it. So that should be 3 intake. Nope, that's exhaust. That one's intake. Which one did you grab? The left side? Did you grab this one? Okay, so that one should go there. Basically, your I is going to go with your big spot. Your E is going to go with the small one. Does that make sense? So he's going to keep putting these in. That should be your exhaust. Okay, all the lifters are in. So as I said in the beginning of the video, this is where we'll leave off. In the next video, we'll play the motor and put the heads on and intake and go from there. And as always, if you guys enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you learned anything, you want to follow along, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. We got a lot of racing coming up here pretty shortly. If you want to get notifications, make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button. That'll tell you when I post. Otherwise, I usually post on our Facebook and Instagram. Speaking of that, if you haven't already, check out our links down below for our Facebook, Instagram, and all our partner links, as well as links to the products and tools that I use in my video. It's all down in the description. So check that out if you haven't already. And with that, we'll see you guys in the next video.